Let me have some more coffee. Let me also open up the Discord and have a look-see at the Loading Critique channel. Oh. Okay. Righty-ho. Righty-ho. Okay. Oh, let's pause. Thank you, Marie. I just realized that myself. Oh, Big White Bear. Oh, that message was being held
Paint
onto
the
for a
whole
long
room
time.
bright green. No more issues. No more room.
Oh. I'm super stoked by how well this little disc is working out. Like perfectly just where my face is. Super stoked about that. It makes me feel like a movie director. You know how they have green screens and they position them in just the perfect way that it's just where they need it to be.
Is this the out critique?
Also, hey Dak, welcome back. Oh, and also I just realized my camera's a little dark, so actually I'm just gonna crank that up and turn off autofocus. Yeah, that looks. Why is it frame ratey? Oh. Okay, good. This looks good, I think. Excellent. And also, thank you for the follow there. Terrible kid. Thank you. Let's see here. Oh, also Toast Cokes. They said I could take a pill to subdue the movement in your sleep. I haven't tried it because I'm guessing it's from my ADHD, and once I medicate that, I hope the leg thing also gets lessened. Oh, I see. Once you start medicating for your ADHD, that you hope that your leg thing will stop moving so much in the night. I don't know. I mean, I don't think ADHD medication really, from my understanding of it, I don't think it really works overnight, depending on when you take it. Depends on what it is, I suppose. Some are more long lasting. I'm very blurry now. I open up too much of the exposure. Is this still bad? Not anymore? Oh, it's all good now? Okay, cool. Also, you said that for the bold gray. That's right. You said it for this. Is this the eye critique? Sorry, Deck. I ruined your joke. I guess timing is everything. Okay. All right. So where were we? So we were up to here. Mr. Coat did some fan art, and this is my first time doing digital art, so any tips would be appreciated. Okay. Well, first of all, Elephant in the Room. This looks very familiar to a certain something over here. Actually, let me get on this side. Come on. There we go. So, but nothing wrong with using reference. Nothing wrong with that. Reference is all good. But it just helps to know, like, okay, so reference is being used, and then it's like, okay, different skills are being worked on here. Using reference is all good, especially when you're learning how to use digital art in the first place. And I would say, like, from the get go. Whoops, sorry, forgot to show this again. From the get go, I think you've captured it pretty well. And let me tell you my critique. Also, I like the glasses you've added. I don't think I've made glasses like that before. I think, well, good job so far. The only thing that really stands out to me is the shading, I think. The shading is very soft shading over here. And I think, especially if you're going for like an art style like this, where it's like cartoony with strong lines and stuff, I think sharper shading probably, I mean, I might be biased because that's what I do, but sharper shading might work better. Whereas I think like softer shading like that works better if it's more of like a realistic, organic thing that you want to shade. And I see you've gone for like some shading in the wait, is this the highest res one? Oh, sorry, it's not even the highest res. Sorry, I've copied the wrong one. Let me go over here. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Whoops. Okay, actually, I see another problem here. Okay, it seems like to me that you're not using layers. Maybe it looks like you're using all-in-one layer, which you want to not do. That's like because one of the beautiful things about digital art is using layers, because that's like it's like God mode essentially for artists using layers. Because I can see, because there's like this white line here, it looks like you've drawn your line art and then you've filled it in on the same layer. And it's just kind of filled up until it reaches something in that layer. Depending on which program you use, there's different methods to improve this. Like Clip Studio Paint has a thingy-majiggy called area scaling over there. Over here, area scaling. Click the wrench down here if you don't see it. It'll be over there somewhere. That basically it'll fill and then fill more than what it wants to fill. That'll cover the white lines. But of course, you want to do that on a separate layer underneath the line art. Yeah. Oh, Snap, you're right. I forgot to do layers. I was using like a free something or other on my cousin's iPad. All good. But yeah, layers would definitely help. And then you would put the line art on top of everything. So that's why you wouldn't get the shading going on top of the lines like this. Like not only would it make it look better, it makes your life a lot easier. Because yeah, layers is like cheat mode. But yeah, I think. Oh, here's a question. Here's a question, Valnero. Did you bring the image in and then draw on top of it, or did you just look at it and you drew it just by like looking at it, referencing rather than like tracing it? Which one did you do? You had it up on your phone and you were just doing it on your other device? Damn. Actually, hold on. Let's do a little test here. I'm gonna copy this. I'm curious. So you didn't trace this. Well, that is very accurate if that's the case. Damn. I mean, if that's just eyeballing it, then I got to give you props, because that is very, very accurate. Yes. I don't know. Yeah, it's totally possible. Some people are very good at using reference and matching it one-to-one. I use a circle making tool for the head. That's interesting, because the head is quite organic looking. It looks kind of like you used freehand here. But anyway, starting off, whatever ways you find useful to start off with is all good. I mean, when I was starting art, I was basically just copying Garfield. And in a way, I still am. So yeah, whatever steps you gotta take to get better, just do it. Whatever you feel comfortable with. And using reference is definitely valid. And
there is just so much vomit in this room.
And yeah, I'd say keep it up. But cease and desist. Anyway, next up we got Yoyoto. Let's see, Yoyoto. Let me make this Hold on. Hold on. Let me just get this here. Okay. Let's see. Yoyoto. I did this over the winter break every night while being bored at home. Okay, we TMI. TMI, Yoyoto. On my phone, even though I brought a tablet, as I was too lazy to get up from on the chair from my bed. Oh my god. Yoda starts out this story. So here's something I did in bed every night while I was bored at home. I had to go through each layer, save it as an image, and then put it into Clip Studio as PenUp apparently doesn't support any export other than image. Huh? Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Let me read this again with some coffee. Thank you very much. I had to go through each layer, save it as an image, and then put it into Clip Studio as PenUp. Okay, okay, I see. Oh wow, okay. Okay. There's a clip file we'll open. Basically the Effit style, kind of based on yours with how you don't connect all the lines, which is super cool. And then I just go Effit half the time and just leave it however it is. The bottom is basically the biggest Effit, load laugh. I like the simple shading and just laid back loosey-goosey style. Something doesn't look right, Effit. Don't waste too much time on this. Maybe about the hair darkness streaks, I think that is not as good. Try to do the hair strands more, but this more general one looked better about when the hair ends at dark and transition into orange. And we got a little cutie clip. Let me download this clip file. Oh, here it is. Alrighty, ready. Well, first of all, looks good. First of all, looks good. I still wait on my phone. I had to go through each layer, save it as an image, and then put it into Clip Studio. Oh, I see. So okay, that's right. So you weren't working in Clip Studio Paint, so you didn't have a clip file. So you had some other thing, and you basically dragged and dropped all the layers into a clip file later to save it as a clip file. I get you. So you're saying you did this on your phone? Jeez Louise. With a stylus, using PenUp on the Samsung. Damn, it's kind of amazing what is possible to draw on a phone these days, huh? Goodness me. Well, top marks for that already. Let's see. I think I really like what you did and said about the loosey-goosey, like the lines not connecting. I think that's awesome. Especially it works really well with fur. It really adds like fur and hair. Having the lines not always connect makes it look a lot more furry and organic. And yeah, I've been noticing the lines missing here. It's very nice as well. Because yeah, at first you think, oh my god, I can't believe I'm not connecting these lines. But then after the coloring and everything, you look back and it's just like, oh, it totally works. And it feels more like confident, I'd say. It exudes confidence, I'd say. So that's very nice. So use a 3D model as a base. Use a 3D model as a, is it in the Clip Studio Paint file as well? 3D model as a base. I don't even know how you would have used a 3D model as a base for this. Wouldn't it just be like a sphere and a cylinder or something? That's very good. Look at Dak in the corner, same sort of style. Nice. Yeah, I think it works really well here, and I like the I like how you did the shine on the eyelids as well. It's very good. It's very, very good. Gosh, I don't even know what to critique here, to be honest. More about the hair darkness streaks. I think that is not as good. The hair darkness streaks. The hair darkness, like these bits, like that. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, yeah, I suppose this stuff here and like over here and over there, it doesn't look like dark hair. It looks like she's just been, I don't know, beat up or something. It looks like dirt or marks or something like that. Which I mean, I think it kind of suits the character anyway. It didn't stand out as a bad thing because like her shirt's all ripped and everything, so it almost just feels like part of it. Oh, more about the ends. Oh, sorry, you mean like these ones? Okay, well, I'd say okay. Well, here's one critique I can give if I were to give anything. Let me just get my pen here. Let's see that. Oh, yeah, you've got these layers here. I'd say the problem with this part is that it looks like this dark bit is sort of growing on the side of her hair like a mold. Like it's kind of going from the bottom and it's just seeping through to the rest, which doesn't feel right because it looks like there should be like there's this strand here. You know, there's all these like little strands of the hair going this way and whatnot. So it seems strange that this thing is kind of leaking over into this new thing over here. So I'd probably remove that. And then you kind of, it kind of feels more like, you can tell that there's like this shape here, like a block of fur that's coming in and kind of covering this block of fur, you know? I think, I don't know, I think that might help a little bit, whereas this just feels like more like some ink has been splattered on her and it has no, it doesn't contour to her contours. Yeah. And I suppose, yeah, like over here as well, I guess. Like this feels like it could be. I don't know. If you just kind of follow the lines a bit more. Then I think it looks a bit more natural. Maybe. What else can I say about this though? I guess the background's a little distracting, I suppose. I mean, I'm really reaching now. I'm reaching now because this feels very pedantic of me. The background thingy, it kind of looks like a Windows, like a window, a light coming through a window, and there's like blinds or something covering some of the shadow. I feel like it could probably be a bit more simplified because the character's already quite busy, but in a good way. It's like quite detailed. That the background could be a little bit more toned down. And I mean, that's really like such a minor point. You'd say, Psychomana, you'd suggest experimenting with the line weight variation, especially with stylized art like this? Yeah, that's a good point. I think because if you zoom out, this is another little handy trick. Zooming out is really handy to kind of get a better bird's eye view, or should I say cat's eye view of the picture. Because you want to see if you can still like make out what the hell it is supposed to be if you zoom out and blur your eyes a little bit. And a way of like helping that is kind of like, yeah, the line thickness, where I'd say like that the lines are thicker where there's more of a gap of a distance or something, or like a big shape and another big shape, and if there's like a significant distinction there, the line could be thicker. But I mean, it really also depends on the style. Like this is, I think I've gone too far with the thickness. It looks kind of weird that only one line is thick now. But I think that could maybe help a little bit. I like thick lines, at least for the outsides. Like this might not be the best example, but see if you zoom out, you can sort of make out that that's a head and that's the body here. Whereas before, it kind of, this area kind of blends into a kind of a mishmash. It's, I mean, the difference is barely noticeable, but I think there's something there. Yeah. Second mana, do you put thicker lines where you also put shading too? Oh, I see. Oh yeah. So where it's darkest, the lines are thicker as well, and then when it's lightest, the lines are thinner. I could see that. How would you smudge the makeup as if she was crying? I found that very difficult with both PenUp and Clip Studio. Yeah, there is a smudge tool, but the smudge tool, depending on the art style, it could look like it clashes a bit. I think, like, how would you? I don't know. I don't have much experience with making girls cry, so I don't really know what it's supposed to look like. But I suppose. Let me see if there's a. Gosh, I'm really. Oh, this is. I need to find some good brushes. I'm really bad at my brush library needs some updating or something. But not smudging, but like you have some thicker parts and then like some lower opacity parts. You could. And if she's crying, then there'd be like tears, kind of that run down a little bit longer than other parts, so it wouldn't just be a one general fade. Something, something. I feel bad. I feel like, why am I making this Gothfield cry? She's not sad enough. That's the problem. Like, but I think that's one way of making it look kind of like smudged without using the smudge tool. Like a brush like this, where it's like you get a little bit of hard and then you get like that. Is that a watercolor brush? I don't know what the hell this is. It's because the name is Japanese. I don't know where I got this from. If anyone can read Japanese, it's this one, but it's in the Gregor pack. I don't know. I wish there was a way of like adding some details to the brush, as in like description of like where it came from and what it's called or whatever. Toadskokes, if you got specific needs for brushes, let me know. I've been playing a lot with the Clip Studio Paint brush engine. Oh, nice. Yeah, because admittedly, I'm not very familiar with the Clip Studio Paint brush system thingy here. Like I don't understand. Wait, you can't see this part. One sec. Oh, no, I can't show the screen. It's annoying that this subtool detail window that you can't see because it's not technically part of Clip Studio Paint. It's like a window on top of it, and I can't seem to append it onto the program. But this is what I was looking at, by the way. I was just looking at this thing. The brush, the subtool detail. I don't really know how any of this stuff works. I kind of just hope for the best. Gregor, check the layer eyeshadow after cry. It was my try in Clip Studio Paint to do it. Oh, I see. Eyeshadow after cry. Oh, I see. So that was your attempt here. I see. What's this one? Okay. I'd say the problem with that, it's too small, the details. It makes it look like her eyelashes are falling out. They're very, I think, especially with this kind of art style, a more chunky looking, larger shapes would look better. Yeah. More consistent with the rest of the style, I'd say. And because it's so small, if you zoom out, you can't even see it at all. Whereas the other one, it's like you can tell even when it's small, you can see that the makeup is melting there. And then your one, it's just the difference is very negligible, you know? But yeah, but otherwise it looks really good. Oh, one more thing as well, I just noticed. The eye shape here looks a bit strange. This line here, because it has a kind of like a, goes this way, and then the eyelid goes like this. I don't know. I feel like it should be more like one line. Like before, after, where it just has like one smooth curve here. See what I'm saying? Is that better? I think so. I'm not 100% sure though. Toastcokes, tears are what smudge makeup, and you don't really cry small tears. That's a very eloquent way of putting it, Toastcokes. Yeah, your tears are big. So the thing that would smudge the makeup is also big. Whereas this looks like, yeah, this looks like a hair's width. Oops. Oh gosh, I'm clicking the wrong layers. Yeah. But anyway, it's so sad. I don't want to make her makeup like that anymore. Yeah. But looks good. Oh, and one more thing. Nah, actually, no, that's all good. I can't think of anything else. Looks good. Good job, Yodo. Improving your Gothfield kink fetish with every attempt. Uncheck the layer with the ribbon. Uncheck the layer with the ribbon. Oh, I see. You used to have it red. Oh yeah, I like the red. I think. Although it kind of looks like a gunshot wound from like a quick glimpse. But I think the black ribbon, it looks too much like the there's a lot of black and gray here that it's hard to distinguish the ribbon from like all the other dark bits of the hair. The red looks kind of cool, but I can also see that it looks a little too jarring. Maybe there's like some sort of in between. Maybe just like a slightly darker and like desaturated ribbon, maybe? Wait. Maybe? Or like a purple, I think would work quite well. I think purple works because purple and orange, you know, they go together really well. And it also kind of references the background a bit as well, because the background is sort of a shade of purple too. But if you wanted to keep it black, you'd probably have to make it like really black for it to stand out from the dark hair parts, if you wanted to. Yeah. But yeah, pure black is pretty bold. But anyways, yeah, that or yeah, definitely something a little desaturated would work quite nicely for the bow. Yeah. I think red is a bit too stark. But anyways, looking really good though. You gotta keep it up. And again, even all the more impressive that you did this on your phone, of all things. Jeez Louise. Showing off. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, so Call Me M is linked to some more information on the main characters in the comic. Although I think we critiqued Call Me M's comic quite a lot in yesterday's stream. I'm more about the visuals anyway. I'm not really so good with the reading of the words and the names and stuff. Let's see, Psychomanity. If Greg is doing more critiquing tomorrow, I'm also going to throw this in. Too long, didn't care. It was a creepypasta prompt. Oh gosh, it's very creepy. Oh goodness me. Very, very spooky. Let's have a proper look at this. Okay. Well, first, I think good job making it looking very creepy. I'm definitely creeped out. I'll tell you some things that are coming to mind immediately. I find the candles are blending into the teeth too much. Like I didn't really even see this candle here until just now. I saw this one because it's got a nice silhouette, and I saw a little bit of this one, but this one is very lost, I think. And I think to make it better, I would probably maybe darken the bottom half of these teeth a little bit. I don't know, let me see if I can do something. Oh gosh. Whoops, what am I doing? No, not that brush. What am I doing? Why is this? Oh yeah. This is just a little test example. Oops. Ah, shoot. I'm not saying that's better, but at least the candle's starting to stand out a little bit more. I think the other problem, I think, is that the flame, usually a flame would be like the most brightest thing on a picture, but these flames look really dark. But then again, it's hard to say because art styles are a thing. So it's not like every flame in every piece of media, it has to be pure white or bright. But I think it could make this extra spooky somehow if the lighting, because the lighting already is quite strong, or at least it's supposed to be really strong because of the shadows and all that. But I think you could push it even more. Whoops. I'm just doing a little test here. Just to see, you know how I like my glows. You do that, you change this. I always go too far with the glow, but that's too much glow. But it makes the candles more noticeable a little bit. I don't like what I've done with the teeth here, but definitely needs something to make those candles pop out a bit more. Another part, the thing is, well, it's a spooky drawing, so things that are a little off actually work in its favor. Also, congrats, Psychoman and that spider. Because you want it to feel unsettling, and then something that doesn't look right is unsettling, and it kind of helps that vibe. And by that, I'm talking about the light bulb. Has a bit of like a nightmarish quality, because you expect the light bulb to give light, but it's not really. Like these 3 measly candles are producing like the main light source. Like if you get rid of this, light bulb here, like I'm not gonna say that the light doesn't change. Like wow, if you get rid of the light bulb, everything still looks the same. Obviously, I know this isn't a real-time 3D render or anything, so it doesn't matter if the light source disappears or not. But you can sort of see that the picture at least still makes sense with or without this light bulb. Because it still feels like the only light that's really being cast anywhere is from the cake. The only reason you put it there is because you didn't like the big empty corner. Well, I think if you're going for spooky, it doesn't super matter if there's an empty corner. I think if you added more, instead of a light bulb, you added like more darkness, maybe? How would that look? Because, you know, darkness is spooky. I mean, it doesn't have to be like pure black, but I mean, you could have like maybe some sort of shapes or something, or... I mean, do I understand? Because then it kind of throws off the composition a bit, because now it feels like there should be something more in that corner there. But I think maybe if you did some shapes, maybe? I don't know. Different colors or something? I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, I don't know. But it definitely makes, I mean, already it kind of makes you feel more like you're looking at the monster and the cake and stuff rather than anything else. Because here I feel like I want to, like my brain is like, I want to look at this part, but it keeps looking at the light bulb because there's just so much contrast here. It's like from black to yellow. This is grabbing all my attention. And which is kind of funny because it's like, I feel like it's giving the monster issues, like, you know, confidence issues. Like, I can't believe I'm trying my best to be scary here, and all you can look at is this light bulb that's hanging next to me. No wonder he's so sad. I also think that the light bulb helps with lighting the objects on the table. Oh, I mean, I guess because there's like glow here, I just feel like it's not really quite enough. If you wanted to add more lighting from this bulb, this ball here looks kind of strange because if you got rid of that red part, it just looks like there's a blue egg here. It doesn't feel like there's an inside and an outside. You'd have to really make the outside a lot darker or the inside a lot brighter or something, or both. I mean, this is, I keep using the wrong brush here. Like, oh gosh, don't look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks horrible. That looks horrible. Don't look at that, don't look at that, don't look at that. Why am I doing these art critiques again? I have nothing to say. Gosh. Yeah, this doesn't feel like there's like an open cavity here. It feels like there's a lid or something. Whereas here, my crappy attempt, but I think if you imagine what I was trying to go for. You get my point. Yes. imagine, like, look at what I did, but then imagine something better than that. That's what I was going for. Also, I wanted to say, this gives me a real Dixit quality. And that's not a weird, like, insult, a genitalia insult. This is, you know the game Dixit? Dixit? It's like a card game with, like, surreal art on every card. And this style kind of reminds me of that. I mean, there's different packs and they have different styles, but a lot of it is that kind of, I don't know how to describe the style, but it could be handy to look at. Let me see if I can find some good examples. Hold the phone. It's a fun card game. I like it because there's no reading or numbers or anything. But let's move my camera. Let me see a better example. Oh, there's actually one with a candle as well. I guess I was thinking something like this. Very distinct art style there. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that. A little bit. That kind of paintery thing. Dick, sit, never played that before. Dak. Oh god. Yeah, Dixit. Okay, actually, I got a couple things to say about that. Will we ever play Jackbox Survey again? Have they added the new mini games to Jackbox Survey? You liked it? Well, that makes one of you. I think I liked it. I thought I'd like it more, but I mean, I shouldn't dismiss it after just one play session, I suppose. Yeah, this actually reminds me. There's one thing I wanted to mention about, at least one thing with the characters I wanted to mention. So to call me M, actually two things that come to mind immediately. I'm not into this. Not that I'm not into the stripe. I just don't like this color. This color, I don't like. Feel like. Oh, that's too much. I feel like even just that, personally, it looks a little bit better. More saturated, warmer. This kind of looks kind of gray. Even though technically it's brown, it looks gray compared to like everything else that's super saturated. I think just having a more saturated hair sheen thingamajiggy, that actually looks a little too contrasty, a little distracting, maybe just more subtle. Yeah, like that. I think just looks better. Yeah, that, I would say that much. And then the other thing, that they have no, that their pants go over their feet looks a little strange. I feel like if you're gonna go with the whole clothes and everything, like the top is quite detailed. You got the wrist strap things, and you got the turtleneck thing. It feels weird to then skip the shoes. I think they need some shoes. Though I don't know what, I'm not really familiar with shoes, but they need something. Because it looks kind of strange. Smurfs wear pants over their feet? Do Smurfs wear clothes? Don't they wear like, are they naked? Wait, what's a Smurf? What does Smurfs look? Oh, no, they got white. Oh, I see. They got white pants. Oh. His head looks like a foot, I just realized. Anywho. Oh wow, Psychomanity. Jackbox survey sucks ass. Damn, that is some strong words, strong opinions about that game. I still feel quite I feel like there's potential, but I don't know. Something about it isn't making me want to jump straight back in just yet. Let's see. Is there any other critique for the characters? Let me have a quick peek at the other ones. Let's see. Hold on. No, I think those two things are basically the main issues I had with the characters. Otherwise, I think they look good, quite expressive, but and also like distinct. Like they look different from one another pretty clearly. And you can see their facial expressions really easily. That's good. Yeah, I think my only issues were the color in the hair and the lack of shoes. Yeah, that's all I would say.